Hello, it's me, Gilly. Bill and Melinda Gates are getting a divorce. No, look guys, lockdown affected everyone. Billionaires are people too. I reckon they looked at the thing and they were just like, how much more could we possibly achieve with this partnership? I think we've done enough. Let's wrap it up. And I'm sure they reminisced, when they were making their final decision. I'm sure they were like, remember the time we almost cured malaria? Remember the time the whole world accused you of starting a pandemic so that you could profit from the vaccine? I know. Crazy. Good times. I'd like to see Bill as a fuckboy, I'd like to see him with a younger girlfriend and an iPhone. Anyway, what's the point? What's the point of having all that money if you can't fight somebody for it in the end? And those two are altruistic. I'm sure they were thinking about all the struggling lawyers out there who could really benefit from this divorce. I remember that divorce was a big deal in the 80s. It was like a big theme. I don't know if it really was or if it's just because I was a child, and you think about that when you're a child. I had a lot of friends whose parents were divorced, and I was petrified that my parents were going to get divorced. Not only were my friends' parents divorced, I remember there were a lot of divorce-themed movies and TV. And I was so scared that my parents were going to get divorced. And the thing I was most scared about was I thought I was going to have to decide who to live with. This really occupied my mind a lot. Didn't take me very long at all to arrive at an answer. I think I arrived pretty quickly at going with my mother. A lot of people think like kids want to be with their mothers because, because of that mother-child bond. But I think children just have good instincts for their chances of survival with either parent, I had two friends whose parents were divorced. Well, lots, but one friend had parents whose divorce was very acrimonious. Oh, what a good word, acrimonious. That sounds exactly like what it is. There was a lot of fighting, they stopped speaking to each other. And then the other friend was a new friend. And I remember I was walking in the mall one Saturday, I was at Sandton City, and she came running up to me to say hello. And I said, who are you here with? And she said, my family. And I looked behind her, and sure enough, there was her sister and her mom and her dad. I was so confused by this. On Monday at school, I said to her, I thought you said your parents were divorced. And she said, they are. And I said, well, how come you were all together? And she said, I don't know. She was just as confused by my question as I was by the situation. I just didn't know that people could get divorced and then still talk to each other. I didn't know that was possible. Because kids don't know anything, kids don't know anything. So yeah, I'd just like to wish Bill and Melinda mazel tov on the occasion of their divorce. And who knows, maybe they'll flourish. If we see in the next year that there are cures for HIV, malaria, COVID, we'll know that this marriage was holding them back. I hope you are not in a marriage that holds you. If you're in a marriage that holds you back, get out. Unless you can't afford to get out, in which case, stay in. See you tomorrow.